Hello, I'm Chris Williams from Read Comics They're Bad For You, the name of my YouTube channel. Or if you're watching this on BitChute, the name of my BitChute channel is Comic Freak. Today we're going to be talking about how the latest Star Wars film satisfies the right wing. Will the left start trolling? This article is full of just misdirection as the old media blames the Phantom Menace and misconstrues their actions with the right wing to try and, throw shade and, ridicule at them. Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, then has its abbreviation, leaves theaters soon. Critical reception was middling, but box office receipts collapsed, ending below those of The Last Jedi. Episode 8 released in 2017 and Rogue One, a 2016 standalone Star Wars film. But right-wing trolling of the film was mild compared to the backlash against The Last Jedi. This latest movie avoided that ire by moving Star Wars politically right. So has Lucasfilm replaced its right-wing troll problem with a left-wing one? Probably not. Compared to the previous film, The Rise of Skywalker slated fans with less visibility in fandom media and fewer ways to monetize their criticisms. Right-wing anger. After The Last Jedi, an online campaign took issue with the film's feminism, leftism, and diverse casting. This right-wing critique was so durable that it has a nickname, the Phantom Menace, which even Lucasfilm uses. That campaign was just basically because The Last Jedi forced its values down our throats, and yes, people were going to take issue with that. Anger at The Last Jedi became a business. Popular anti-The Last Jedi videos on YouTube have millions of hits, translating to tens of thousands of dollars for their creators. Right-wing personalities sell Phantom Menace apparel. Entrepreneurs raised $50,000 in seed money for an anti-The Last Jedi comic book and almost $10,000 for a multi-volume history of the Phantom Menace. Who is this film for? Many observers see The Rise of Skywalker as an apology to TLJ haters. Of the 53 TROS reviews by top critics achieved on Rotten Tomatoes as of January 15th, 44 described the movie as a reversal intended to win over the fans that disliked The Last Jedi. TROS invites the perception that it is made with conservative, white, and male audiences in mind. After suggesting that there would be a same-sex relationship in TROS, filmmakers include two women kissing in the background of a scene, a moment easily censored for overseas markets. TROS nearly eliminates the character Rose Tico, played by Asian-American actress Kelly Marie Tran, who was the focal point of right-wing hate after her large role in The Last Jedi. No, it wasn't. That's a complete lie. One critic illustrated all of this with a list of TROS moments that undermine TLJ's commitment to diversity. For example, TROS explains that certain feats by women in The Last Jedi were only possible because of help from men or sheer luck. Despite all of this, a left-wing trolling campaign against TROS is unlikely. Fandom politics and the nature of internet media will probably curb the anti-TROS backlash. A smaller fandom platform. The most visible Star Wars fan media is made by white men. For example, until 2018, the Star Wars website included links to fan podcasts, which I collected for past research. 38 of the 56 shows had male hosts. Only one had a person of color as a host. Some of these fan media outlets supported The Last Jedi backlash. For example, Rebel Force Radio, one of the oldest outlets, pivoted to cater to right-wing audiences. Want to bet the writer of this article is lying, or at least just basically misleading you with facts that are not right? Fans who feel slighted by TROS's politics will not have a comparable platform. Female, non-white, and LGBTQ fans control fewer fan outlets. They also experience more online harassment, discouraging them from engaging with the larger fandom. Oh my god, that's an outright lie. As it's been said before, Star Wars is open to everybody. Less powerful groups of fans are also especially likely to practice transformative fandom, creating new things rather than trying to control the direction of official Star Wars media. For example, fans disappointed with the TROS have already created fix-it art, charity fundraisers, and memes celebrating TLJ and favorite characters. Right-wing and anti-TLJ content was helped along by Star Wars media, as well as dismay with the TLJ, was part of coverage of right-wing cultural grievances in outlets such as the Federalist and National Review, and by alt-right influencers including Ben Shapiro and Jack Posobiec. Websites specializing in right-wing popular culture expanded their Star Wars coverage to capture anti-TLJ TLJ audiences. These platforms also helped right-wing Star Wars outlets grow a new audience. There is no comparable left-wing media ecosystem where an anti-TROS feeling can thrive and be monetized to the same extent, bullying the detractors. Last Jedi Backlash included extensive online trolling of TLJ's defenders. By contrast, since TROS, the major trolling incidents have targeted fans who were disappointed by the film. A Phantom Menace account manufactured a hoax claiming Reylos were sending death threats to the TROS director. A Reylo is a fan of the controversial romance between TROS protagonist Rey and Ben Solo Kylo Ren. BuzzFeed creditlessly reported the claim. Another troll used a temporary account, a sock puppet, to provoke one of TROS's stars, John Boyega, into a social media conversation. Boyega made a series of attention-grabbing posts, a sexually explicit joke, TROS spoilers, a swipe at Reylo, and a video of himself fighting internet detractors. Both of these stories are lies. A member of the Phantom Menace did not create a hoax saying that the director of The Rise of Skywalker was getting death threats. He was receiving death threats because of the Reylos. The same goes for John Boyega, who's been attacked by the Reylos because he can't stand them. The troll succeeded in creating negative coverage of people disappointed with the TROS. I found 31 headlines on Google News about Boyega fight with fans, 15 of them congratulating him for taking on the film's critics. Yeah, the Phantom Menace were happy that someone from Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, was not taking, all this gruff from a bunch of Reylos who were just a bunch of disgruntled fans. Or you could call them the actual toxic fandom. The incident also provoked a wave of retaliation. A study of almost 50,000 tweets related to the social media fight uncovered tens of thousands of threatening and abusive messages directed at Boyega's critics, especially Reylos. That matters to the future of Star Wars, even though neither Boyega nor Reylo is likely to be in future films. The writer of this article is kind of all over the place with John Boyega. Because John is a black man, he can't basically say that he's misogynist and racist because he's against the Reylos. But because the Phantom Menace is, with John Boyega and they're against the Reylos, he can't say that, John Boyega is right. Because obviously the Reylos must be right because they're the ones being attacked by the Phantom Menace because they're the hateful, toxic fandom. When I reviewed the tweets from that study, I observed that the word Reylo has a de facto secondary usage as a derogatory label for a female fan. Twitters mocked women who questioned Boyega's other remarks by calling them Reylos. The Phantom Menace already uses Reylo as a generic epitaph. Even people in the Lucasfilm orbit slip into complaining about Reylos to dismiss women's criticisms. Dislike for Reylo has become an all-purpose argument against women's participation in fandom. No, it's not just women. We also use it against the male fans. All of the fans who are basically Reylos, male or female, are intolerably annoying, and this guy pretty much exemplifies that. I don't know if the writer of this article is a Reylo, but he pretty much comes off as basically as toxic as you can get. He's convinced that the Phantom Menace is full of alt-right bigots, even though he probably has never even talked to any of them. This kind of trolling is not motivated by affection for TROS. However, it will probably quiet many critics of the film. The backlash ends. Outrage against the latest Star Wars has not matched the campaign against The Last Jedi. Given the middling success of TROS, it is possible that most viewers preferred the TLJ. However, TROS is perceived as a film that slighted less powerful fans in an effort to please conservative fans. That may be enough to hold backlash in check. The less powerful fandom, The ones that are all leftist and Reylos are the less powerful fandom, even though they're attacking the Phantom Menace constantly. And the Phantom Menace is only pointing out the mistakes that Disney has made with the Star Wars fandom. And yet, we're at fault here because we point out the problems with the Star Wars movies that no one else will basically speak out about. If you like this video, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube is going around unsubscribing people, so make sure you're still subscribed. If you're watching my videos but you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Read Comics That Are Bad For You. Then go over to Library and subscribe to my Library channel, Comic Freak. Then go over to BitChute and subscribe to my BitChute channel that is also named Comic Freak. Hit that bell for notifications, hit that like button, and leave some comments down below. And if you could you also please share this video? Share it on Twitter, share it on Reddit, and share it on Facebook. Share it anywhere you think it'll do the most good because YouTube is not going around promoting their own YouTube creators. and it could really help me if you share this video. Now listen closely. Keep checking back in all my future videos for more information on my own upcoming independent comic book scumdogs. I'm Chris Williams, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video or review.